Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. This spot is really cool. I mean, not only do we have a really nice resort up here, not only do we have some beautiful palm trees and nice sands, but we got this awesome looking sea. We got these nice rocks that are over here, this nice bar, and we can just sit and have a nice meal over here near the water. I mean, I've said nice like 30 times, so, you know, maybe it's losing its edge. But there you go. That's where we are. And it's time for me to try and figure out where I think this is. And this is a tough one. I don't really know where this is going to be. I'm going to say that we are in... we got nice white sands. I'm going to go with... God, this is tough. The white sands make me think on the Indian Ocean, and I'm gonna go with Thailand. I'm gonna go. Maybe we're like over here, Smith Island. Wouldn't that be crazy? Sure. Why don't we guess this? I mean, this would just be really weird, right? Sure. Let's guess this place. Let's make the guess. Boom. Where are we actually? Philippines. So, I mean, I wasn't so wrong when I was saying Thailand. In fact, I think I was accidentally looking at Myanmar there. I'm not sure. This could actually be Indonesia. It's Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That's interesting. I meant to guess Thailand, but then I saw these islands and I was like, that's even cooler. Let's guess this instead. But in actuality, we weren't there. We were in the Philippines. Specifically, we were... Oh, doesn't have a name? Alegre Resort and Spa. Now, that sounds like a really nice place. It certainly was. So, hopefully some of you guys guessed closer. I got 3,392 kilometers away. Hopefully some of you guys got better than that. All right. Here we are in today's daily challenge location. And looking at this, some of you regular guys might be a bit surprised to see what we've got in front of us. It looks like a very unremarkable place in a country that is extremely easy to guess. There's nothing particularly odd about this location, but I do say that there actually is something extremely peculiar about this location. This may be one of a few places in the world where you can find this, but this location is very important, perhaps on a planetary scale, perhaps on a universal scale. Who knows? I mean, really, in the beginning of tomorrow's episode, we're really going to delve into the mystery as to why this location in particular is very special, and as to why, I may have made the greatest discovery of all time. Now, I say that in that this location is also quite familiar to another location we've seen before. It may in fact be the same location we've already been to before, which means that somebody here may know exactly where this is, and if it's a repeat location, then to that I say I'm very sorry. But as far as I know, this particular spot right here, specifically this spot right here, may be one that we've never seen before, maybe one that that one person who may know where this is might not have seen before. It takes quite a while to get here from this mysterious, spooky location. So, this is a weird daily challenge. It's not like the normal ones, but I'm going to do the regular spiel anyways, which is to say that if you have any idea where in the world this can be found, please put it down in the comment section below. Now, for this one in particular, and be as specific as you can. I think the country's fairly obvious to a lot of the regular viewers. If you're new to GeoGuessr, I mean, it could be pretty difficult to guess the country, but honestly, there are some huge, blaring clues in this location that make it almost undeniable to at least know what country we're in, what part of the country, which is what I would love for you guys to be a little bit more descriptive as to where you think this is. Put your guesses down. And to the one person that may or may not know where this is, and I'll have no idea until tomorrow's video who I'm talking about. I mean, I guess you can guess as well. If you know if you think I'm talking about you and you know where this location is, then I mean maybe keep that a secret. But you can tell me if you want to that you know where this is. You can type in I know where this is, and then there you go. But if you're making a guess, and that's totally great, put it down in the comment section below. And if you're the person that guesses closest, then you will be the one who gets all the glory. And if you want to go one step further, tell me why or what makes this location very special, unique, or just weird. Weird is actually the one it is. It's not really unique or that special. It's just weird and cool. So why is this very mundane, gray sky, blurry picture location? Very cool. Okie dokie. So welcome back. And now we are at the main section of today's video, which is a viewer challenge. As always, this one viewer challenge brought to us by Racing Gamer 145, and it is a challenge all about the Baltic Sea. Now, in fact, thinking back, I think a few episodes ago I did a challenge by Racing Gamer 145, and I probably should have done one by someone else, but I forgot. This is one of the oldest ones that I have, so oops, my bad if this is hasn't been too long since the last one by you. But hey, you know what, we're doing a big celebration of the Baltic Sea, I guess, today, which is pretty sweet, right? I mean, Baltic Sea, that's very fun. It's a cool region in the world, so we get to enjoy that. This is a viewer challenge, and if you are interested in making a viewer challenge yourself, sending me to any place around the world that is in Google Maps, well, Street View should I be more precise, you can go to geosetter.com, geosettr.com, create your own custom challenge, and send it to me using the YouTube inbox system. If you're not comfortable with using that system, you can always put it as a comment in one of the videos, and I'll most likely see it. Just sometimes it gets marked as spam, so that would be a bad thing, but most of the time I think it doesn't. So let's go do this challenge. Baltic Sea is the theme, like I said, so that is pretty awesome. Okay, let's go do it, and as always, you can find a link to this down in the description below. So if you want to do the challenge before I do it or along with me, there you go. Challenge accepted. Awesome. So we're at an IKEA. Well, there you go. We're at an IKEA. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. IKEA. All right. It's a pretty big IKEA, I must say. But this is like this isn't one of the newer IKEAs. You can tell that because I mean it's huge, right? But the newer IKEAs are a little bit different than that. This one is definitely like an older. It's a big giant warehouse. The flags are a bit of interest to me because it looks like there's a Russian flag there, which is interesting. Right, that's a Russian flag. It's hard to tell. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. I really hope I'm not, because that would be embarrassing. Let's try and go look around and see what else we can see. Can we see? What does it say down over here? I mean, it doesn't look like something interesting about this place. We can't get out of this roundabout, which is really the the worst thing. We're at a big IKEA. I don't think we're in Russia at all. Infart. That's amazing. Yeah, that's not okay. So, the Baltic Sea is over here. Now, one of the things is I don't really know what a flag of Latvia or Lithuania looks like. It's one of the things that I don't know. I guess we could be in Kaliningrad, which is actually where we probably are. We're probably in this area of Russia over here, because that's on the Baltic Sea, and one wouldn't really think of that, right? It's possible that we're here, although I'm fairly certain we might see more Cyrillic there. I don't really know what the flag of Latvia or Lithuania looks like. And, that's about it, right? I mean, those are all the countries in the Baltic Sea. Denmark's on the Baltic Sea, right? Oh, we're not in Denmark. We know what that flag looks like. Sweden, Finland. Obviously, that wasn't the Swedish flag. Finland, no. Norway, no. Estonia, no. Latvia, Lithuania, maybe. It's very hard for me to tell. Now, see, looking at this, I think we're in Finland. Yeah, Finland sounds more right. I wouldn't imagine a Russian flag flying in Finland, honestly. If I had to think about it, I wouldn't think that would be a thing that would happen. But perhaps this does look Finnish to me, and we do know our good friend Racing Gamer is a Finnish friend, so that's good. At least I think you are. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm fairly certain you are. Looking at this, yeah, Finland seems like a pretty darn good guess, honestly. Let's go look at, I guess this is a place where lots of flags are found. We just got flags of everywhere, right? I mean, that was only one of the flags. We could have seen possibly many flags around. That's a thing that I think is very possible, right? Because I'm fairly certain come on, like, this This looks really finished to me. Now, where could we be? Well, Haspranta. Where would that place be? Haparanta. Sorry, there's no S. I'd be up, I would say. I feel like Thule over here is actually the easiest one to figure out, but I don't really know. It feels like I've seen that before, but I really don't know where. I don't think it's that up. I think that'd be, probably a mistake if I went that high up. I can't really see it, and I don't really like just looking at the map all this time. So I'm gonna guess we're probably somewhere around here. Let's go Kuopio. I think that's probably a decent place to guess. Let's make the guess and the answer. Oh, of course. I looked at this place and assumed not. Oh, we were actually in Sweden as well, which is a bit surprising. There's the IKEA. Oh, did I cross? Did I cross into Finland? And because I went, yeah, I took this roundabout over here, and then I went down this road, and I still didn't know where I was. I still had no idea. And then when I think I might have actually crossed in to Finland before I made the guess. Oh, we're in Finland. So we started off in Sweden. Well, that's interesting. The IKEA near, well, the IKEA, there's only one IKEA in the city. It's a really nice one. It's real big too. It's big. It's a bunch of, it's like a few floors. It's nice. It's new. It's pretty new one. It's pretty sweet IKEA. I've only been there once, and actually, yeah, I did buy some furniture last time I went. I have a TV stand, and actually the office chair I'm sitting on right now is an IKEA chair. It's not really. It's very bad. It's a pretty bad office chair, but it's cheap. And that's what I guess I needed. 2553. I'm sitting on an IKEA chair right now. That's interesting. 2553. Very cool. Okay. Where are we now? Well, I don't know. There's a man with a bicycle, right? Maybe. A language that I immediately can't recognize. So there's that. There's someone with a bicycle and a fishing line. More people fishing on this pier, and we got somebody. Okay, just walking down. Where do I imagine this place being? Well, it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. This is what I imagine Lithuania to look like. Does that say anything? Lietuvos. That feels like something. Let's zoom in and see, what do these countries call themselves? Oh! Oh, look at that. Oh my god. That was fucking insane, wasn't it? I said it before I saw the sign. This is what I imagine Lithuania to look like. Oh my goodness, look at that. And there we go. We got it. We zoom in and, fantastic. So there you go. We're in Lithuania somewhere. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Oh, man, that's awesome. I love it when that happens. Is this what the Lithuanian flag looks like? It might be. That's pretty sweet. I never knew. That's it. That's really cool. That might be it. Okay. Well, I'm learning something new because I totally didn't know it looked like that. I would never imagine those colors being in there either. I mean, yeah, there's... around here, what countries have green in their flag? No country. Oh boy, what's the closest country with green is? I don't know what the Belarus flag looks like, and I don't know what the Latvian flag looks like. But honestly, Italy's got green in its flag. And, oh yeah, like Hungary does as well. Hungary does. There's another one that's very similar to the Hungarian flag that does. Okay, there's a few countries that have green in their flag, but not anywhere on the Baltic Sea other than perhaps Latvia. So there's that. Interesting. And yellow, with Sweden it's got yellow. And red, like everyone's got red. Everyone has red in their flag. Name a country that doesn't have red in their flag. Estonia. And and Sweden, I guess. We kind of forgot that. And Finland. Okay, a lot of them, actually, now I'm thinking about it. A lot of countries don't. So, where do I think this is? Well, if I had to make a guess, it's probably the biggest town. It's probably, Clyde... No, I don't think it's there. That seems, it's probably in Palanga. Is there, like, a big dock there? Oh, there is. Okay, yeah. We were, like, right there. Guess. Oh! Man, that really couldn't have gotten better. Two immediate guesses, and jeez, wow. That one, I call hacks on myself on that one for whatever reason. 64-75. That was a magical guess there. That was awesome. Okay, where is this? Can I... This has got to be... This has got to be... Oh, this one's a bit harder to guess, isn't it? This one has got to be... Poland? Perhaps? I don't really know. Poland, yeah, that's still the Baltic Sea, right? Yeah, of course it is. Like near Gdynia or whatever, or the other one. I have no idea. I'm just really making that one up. I mean, that one was just a really far off guess. I have no idea. But you know, looks like a lot of places. EU license plates can be seen. It's not the imposter ones we witnessed yesterday. What kind of language are we spotting over here? Like this van, does it have some nice language for us? That doesn't look Polish to me. That looks... I mean, do we think we're in Sweden again? Perhaps. But I don't know. It could be. Could be that. Yeah, I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's... I don't think it's that. I don't know. I don't know yet if this would be... If that would be Finnish. It's hard to tell. Really? No idea yet. Let's get a little bit of more of a clue. Because it's always good. We could be in Denmark too. It kind of seems it could be Denmark to me. Someone who's never been to Denmark and has only seen... Oh, great. We get like 5 flags. Well, which one's the right one? Probably Estonia. Probably Estonia is the correct flag in this location. Because we certainly aren't in the UK. We certainly aren't in France. We certainly aren't in Russia. We certainly aren't in Germany. And, you know, we are in the EU. And that leaves 2 flags. It leaves Sweden and Estonia. And I'm imagining there's probably a lot of Swedish tourists that exist in the world. Whereas there's probably a lot less Estonian tourists that exist in the world. Mostly because Estonia is a country with a population of what? Like, is it like 1.4 million? Something like that? I think it's something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't think there's a huge population there. I'm not sure. Maybe it's... I don't think it's like 5 million. I think it's something like 2 or 3, 1.4. For some reason just came to my mind. So I'm going to imagine that this is probably in Estonia, if I had to guess. Although Sweden really was my first instinct when I saw the language. It just the Estonian flag there. I mean, maybe, you know, if there's one thing I know about Estonia, it's the rumor, I mean, not the rumor, but, you know, I've never heard Estonian people are very worldly. They travel very much. Never heard that, although that's perhaps true. You know, I mean, what people are very worldly? Is that something that's said about a country in particular? I don't think so. But one thing I have heard about Estonia is a banging internet connection. Sounds like a good time. I mean, it's a relatively small country, so. I mean, big in size, but population, again, I don't actually remember the population. If it's 1.4, then that's pretty small. But if it's not, then that's much different. But, yeah, all right. See, this feels a little bit more like a word that can be Estonian. Yeah, that feels a lot more. Maybe? It's hard to tell. I'm gonna go with Estonia on this one. I think it's the right guess. We're gonna find out. We're not in Tallinn, we're in, let's go Tartu. That sounds about right to me. Let's make the guess. And the fuck, it was Finland. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? You don't put a Finnish flag on there. You put the two countries that are going to visit more. Obviously, people in Estonia are going to come visit here. First of all, it's pretty easy to go to Finland for people in Estonia. It's a very similar language. I don't know if it's similar enough, though. Someone answer me in the comment section below. Is it similar enough? Like, can you go and understand written? I mean, maybe talking is something that can't really be done, but is it like, or is it just based on? Is it a very different language? I know that to me they look super similar, and I think they're sort of based on the same thing. But is there any word crossover, or is it just sort of structural similarity, or are they really not similar at all? And I've been misled by visual appearance, to be honest. And okay, that makes sense. You know, Sweden. All right, so we were in Finland that time. Yeah, didn't really have enough time to look. Honestly, didn't really look Finnish. Which didn't really look Estonian either. But I just made the guess based on the flag, and that some of the words did seem Finnish and Estonian. I don't know if the A's with the two dots on them are something that's used a lot in Estonia. They might be, probably are. I'm assuming. I'm just assuming. I'm really just making stuff up at this point. 2730. Very, very cool. Next location. We weren't in Poland that time. That's too bad. All right, where's this guy? I'm just going to make a guess right off the bat. I'm going to say that this location, we've been to Finland, we've been to Sweden, we've been to Lithuania. This time, we've got to be in good old-fashioned... I don't know. I have no idea, really. Looking at this, like, I really totally can't tell. So I'm not going to make a guess. Because... I mean, I could just name another country. Poland. This is going to be the Poland one. But, I mean, seriously, I'm just making stuff up at this point. Why Poland? I mean, there is a lot of Google Street View in Poland, so there is that to think about. Taxi, okay. Let's get to more writing that I can see. We can see a nice boat. Should we go down to the boat? Soldier line. This doesn't look like Poland. The writing doesn't look right to me. The writing looks similar to other writings we've seen. I mean, just right off the bat, this seems like Estonia. I mean, that's very close to Tallinn, the name of the capital of Estonia. So, you know, maybe this is going to be the one. Maybe it's not. It's very hard to tell at this point. Can I get some writing? Seems like a very similar language to me. We could be in Finland. We could be in Estonia. I can't really tell. And in this one, the main reason... Oh, God, this seems like a very similar language to me. Yeah, this seems super close. Yeah, this seems close. And I just think Estonia because it's like a different country, right? So perhaps this time, we haven't been to Estonia yet, it's going to be... Fucking amazing, isn't it? Look at that. That's great. What a great sign. I would love to have this sign. That'd be fart hinder. That's fantastic. Okay, let's look at some more flags and see what countries we're not in. So we are not these countries. Well, there you go. What country's not on this list? Okay, so let me stop the video right here, and I have some sort of confession to make. And that's that from this moment on in the video, I don't know if it's some kind of crazy brain aneurysm. Maybe I was, you know, suffering from some kind of mental attack. But for whatever reason, this flag you can see on the screen right now, which is obviously the flag of Finland, for whatever reason, I imagined it looking like this, which caused me a tremendous amount of confusion when looking at the scene in front of me. So you guys can laugh at me and imagine that throughout the rest of this episode, I forget what the flag of Finland looks like, and I imagine it looking like this. Well, Estonia is not on this list, so we've got that. It's fantastic. Maybe I should guess that. I mean, the real confusing part is this flag. I don't really know. What is this flag? Because, like, this is a bit confusing. What is this flag? It's not a flag of Finland. Finland's the opposite of this flag, kind of. I mean, there's probably some differences, but oh, is it this? No. I don't know. Is that a flag of Latvia though? Well, if we were in, if that's that could be a flag of Latvia. It feels like a familiar flag, and if you were in Estonia, a flag of Latvia would make sense. You've already figured out the rule that you don't put your own country's flag. I would expect a Finnish flag, but for whatever reason, I guess it wasn't there. So yeah, Estonia. We're gonna go with Estonia. Sure, we're gonna go with Estonia on this one. Haapsalu sounds good to me. Sure, great. Let's make the guess, and the Sweden, I think. Is this Sweden? I think it is Sweden, if I remember correctly. Let's see. What do you call your smaller roads? Oh, you name them in blue. There's that. Were we in Finland again? We might have been in Finland again. Well, yeah, I guess that's probably Finland. There's no way that's Estonia. I mean, no. That's Finland. Yeah, that is Finland. I think I'm fairly certain it is. Mostly because you see the road, the roads are in red. The red, yeah, okay. That feels right. Because, see here, they're all in blue. So I would say probably in Finland. Estonia, they are similarly in blue. But there's no way it's Estonia, right? Damn it, I had to keep guessing Estonia when it's Finland. I really shouldn't do that because, you know, it's not very nice to our Finnish friend who's made this challenge. I'm always keep guessing your country's Estonia. It's because I just want it to be Estonia because we were in, because in my mind, the first guess we were in Finland the first time. I guessed Finland and it turned out it wasn't, but we were essentially in Finland for most of the time. So I'm trying to not guess Finland because I don't think we'll be back there. But you keep tricking me by putting us back in Finland. Oh, you're a tricky one, aren't you? Well, at least this one, I'm fairly certain I know what country we're in. Now, of course, we are probably over here. I mean, you know, we're over here in Russia, I'm guessing. I mean, I guess we could be somewhere different, but you know, there you go. That's a possibility. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm starting to think about the history of Estonia, perhaps the language is quite different there. Now that I'm starting to think about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe there is a bigger difference than I once thought. I didn't really know. It seems it looks very similar to me, but you know, and I start thinking about the history of Estonia. Perhaps there's more of a difference in the language, but you know, I don't really know. I'm not really that well versed in the history of languages, to be honest. So there you go. Maybe one day maybe this will be a big surprise, right? I'm gonna think we're in Russia and it turns out we're in Estonia this time. I'd be real surprised. We're in Russia. I mean, you know, there you go. We got some Russian flags around. Russia is, you know, has a love for flying its own flag, which is nice. Honestly, when you're playing GeoGuessr, it's good to have that being a trait. As we found out, Finland hates flying its own flag. I mean, okay, not really, but it loves flying other countries' flags. Very inviting nation, apparently. Flying flags of every country but Finland in its own land. So that's what we found out about Finland today. We can exclusively see other flags flying in Finland. One day we're going to see a proper flag of Finland, but that day isn't going to be today, apparently. So there you go. We got some Russian flags. I think we're in Russia. Over here in this area, there's a name for this place. No, what's the other? I forgot what the name for this place. It's like something. Start with an O for this name, something like that. But anyways, we're gonna go somewhere around Kaliningrad. I think it's probably the best guess. Let's make the guess, and the answer. Oh, okay. Ooh, I kind of forgot that whole part existed of Russia. Of course, that part's a real part. You know, immediately Russia, I think, oh, we're here. It's super simple, right? I mean, no, it's not that simple. Come on now. There is a whole nother part of Russia over here on the Baltic. I mean, you might think, like, oh, it's the Gulf of Finland, but real, I mean, come on. That's just excuses, really. I totally forgot that this part was connected to the Baltic Sea. Of course it is, right? I mean, that makes sense. You know, I always thought of this area existing for Russia because they wanted to have access to the Baltic Sea. You know, in my mind, I seem to remember hearing a history teacher say that. You know, you only need your eyes to raise a little bit more up to be able to see that they do have access over here. Now, this may have been slightly worse access at a certain point in time, to be honest. It might have been harder for Russian vessels to get in and out of the Gulf of Finland at a certain point. So maybe this is some sort of strategic type place. Maybe. But for some reason, I've never really... I've kind of forgotten. In fact, I just noticed it today when doing this challenge. My mind sank in that there actually is access over here. For some reason, I always assumed that there wasn't. But now looking at a map, it's so obvious there is. And I've seen it all this time and I've never really put the pieces in my mind together. Hey, this part isn't the only place. There's this part too. Well, we found that out today. The answer was a place called Viborg, 2244. That gives us a total of 16,723. My God, that's crazy because I knew that this challenge was a Baltic challenge. So obviously I knew the right area, but that didn't give me an advantage because the last two challenges I didn't know where we were at all and I got over 20,000. This one kept me under that 20,000 bar, and I even knew some stuff going in. So the first location, we were in Sweden, although we didn't spend much time. We saw an IKEA, you know, pretty much the most Swedish thing ever, except of course when it comes to them paying taxes. Then they're the least Swedish thing ever. They're probably a company from some sort of island nation, some sort of tax haven, right? I can say that. I think IKEA is a well-known tax dodging company, right? I might have made that up. Don't quote me on that. Especially if it comes to something like libel. Then in that case, woo, I of course say that in jest. Is it libel or slander? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Corporations are people, so I guess it would be something like that, right? Can you say? I have no idea. I'm getting into some sort of weird stuff in my mind right now. Anyways, the really fun one here was the fact that I nailed Lithuania. That was the greatest guess of all time. Then we spent most of the time in Finland up here, which was why I didn't think we'd be back in Finland, but we were back twice, maybe. I don't really know about this location here. I guessed Estonia the first time, and we weren't. We were in Finland over down here, and the next time I was like, okay, this is going to be Estonia. Wasn't Estonia, it was this, which I think is Finland. And then I guessed Russia, and I kind of forgot this part of Russia even existed, and guessed this part of Russia. And, well, yeah, I was wrong. So 16,723, really cool challenge. Totes enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody, get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.